Hey folks, I just want to share a quick setup guide so you can get up and running with your new TP-Link AX3000. I purchased this one myself. This is not a sponsored video. I hope it helps. Even though TP-Link do include a driver CD, I do recommend downloading the latest drivers from Intel for this Wi-Fi adapter before you disconnect the PC from the internet that you're going to install the card into. So to do this, I just head over to Google and type in Intel AX200 drivers. Don't be confused. I know the card is called the AX3000, but this is the driver that you are going to want. And this is the link here. And the drivers we need are these first two. So the Windows 10 and Windows 11 Wi-Fi drivers for Intel wireless adapters and the Intel wireless Bluetooth driver as well for Windows 10 and 11. Now, depending on when you watch this, they may be more up to date than they are in this video. So the driver we need here, first of all, for the Wi-Fi adapter is the 64-bit driver. That's this one right here, okay? The other driver that we want is the Bluetooth driver. The driver is just a bit of software that's needed in order to make sure that the PC recognizes the new hardware. And it's just this one option here. So get both of those files downloaded, but don't install them yet. We're going to do that once we've got the card physically installed into the PC. We just want to make sure we've got these ready to go. Now, if this is going to be your first time opening up your computer to install a new piece of hardware, the prospect may seem daunting, but don't worry, I am going to guide you through it, and I'm sure you'll be fine. The first thing you need to do is locate a spare PCI Express slot. It will look something similar to mine here, but it may be a different size depending on what speed the slot is. Don't worry, as long as it's a PCI Express slot, then it will work with this card. Just consult your computer or motherboard manual to confirm that. And you are also going to require a spare USB header, which will probably be located at the bottom of the motherboard, and it will be labelled with USB, FUSB, JUSB, something along those lines. Once you've located the header, you should notice that one of the pins from the corners is missing. Don't worry, it's not broken. That's intended. We will be able to use this USB header on our motherboard to connect to the card with the included USB cable, and this is what's going to give us the Bluetooth functionality that the AX3000 offers. If your PC already has Bluetooth, or if you just don't care about it, you can technically skip this whole step by installing this cable, because even though the Bluetooth on the card won't work, it doesn't affect the actual Wi-Fi functionality. But assuming you do want Bluetooth, then make sure you connect the included USB cable into the PCI Express card first before installing the card into the system. It just makes things easier, trust me. Now, this will only go in one way, so be very careful that you are lining it up correctly. The pins here are very delicate, and if you're trying to force this connection in the wrong direction, it could end up bending or even breaking those pins. On the other end of the cable, make sure you note where the filled-in pin is on the corner in order to line that up with the missing pin that we've already spoken of on the motherboard USB header connector, and it's just a case of plugging that in. Right, so what we need to do now is just locate the correct plate that we need to remove from the side of the case that lines up with the PCI Express card that we've already chosen. And then we can just move that out of position. Sometimes it might be screwed down. Sometimes you might have to just wiggle it and physically snap it in order to get it out. When it comes to installing the card, make sure things are lined up as they should be, okay? This should not require any force, but you should get a nice solid click once the card is pushed into position. And then just use a screw to secure the card down. And that is it for the internal work. But before you pop the side panel back on, just double check that that USB cable is not going to catch in any of the internal fans. And you can tie that cable down if need be, or just make sure it's pushed out of the way. And with the Wi-Fi adapter now physically installed in the case, you can connect the antenna to the outside of the card, either using the included extension or with the antenna directly connected to the card itself, which is what I'm going to be doing. And well done, folks, if you made it this far. Now you just need to connect your PC back up, get it turned on, and it's just a case of installing the software that we downloaded. And once you've done that, connect to your network and enjoy the fast speeds that the AX3000 is able to offer. Thank you for watching. I hope the video has been helpful.